Welcome back to the channel, guys. So, we really need to talk about Sarah Horton. And, really talk about her, because lately, Sarah's proving exactly why she is not the greatest doctor in Salem. Okay, maybe she's not the absolute worst. We have Dr. Rolf running around bringing people back from the dead with rat serums in secret basements. So there are definitely a lot of contenders for that top spot. But Sarah, she is really testing my patience right now. And the upcoming spoilers say that EJ is going to fire her from DiMera Enterprises. And you know what? EJ is actually right. I know, saying EJ DiMera is right feels gross and wrong. But he is going to fire her in the upcoming episodes, and honestly, she completely deserves it. Let's break down exactly why Sarah is a walking medical malpractice suit waiting to happen. First of all, she is treating a relative. Holly Jonas is her niece. Why on earth is she the primary care physician for her own niece? Salem is a big city. University Hospital is a massive hospital. There is more than one doctor on duty at any given time. There is absolutely no reason for Sarah to be the one treating Holly. We all know that everybody is related to everybody in this town. The family trees are basically wreaths at this point. But Kayla is right there. Kayla is a much more distant relative to Holly. Kayla could have easily taken the lead on this case. Plus, the hallways are literally full of people in white coats who wouldn't be so emotionally close to the situation. The American Medical Association literally recommends against treating close family members because you lose your objectivity, and Sarah has lost all of it. All of it. She is way too close for comfort. And that brings me to her next massive mistake. Sarah is just totally willing to break all the treatment rules. It's wild. So she walks into her office, right? And she sees a book, just a random medical book, lying open to a page about arsenic poisoning. Eureka! Suddenly, a light bulb goes off in her head. That's what Holly has. Arsenic poisoning. Let's treat her immediately. No test. No blood work. Just a hunch based on an open book. Who needs tests, right? Just vibes and an open textbook. Kayla's standing there like a normal person, being a stick in the mud, insisting on protocol and, actual science. Those boring things that keep patients alive. But Sarah has decided that she is right, and she is going to do whatever she wants. It's incredibly frustrating to watch. The fans on social media have been screaming about this all week. What were the writers thinking? You can't just start pumping a teenager full of heavy metal antidotes without a lab confirming it. But let's be real. We know why she's acting like this. It's the guilt. This has nothing to do with logic and everything to do with her feeling guilty over letting Destiny die. A few episodes ago, Destiny died from that tainted Coracil drug and Sarah couldn't save her. So now Sarah's projecting all of that trauma and panic onto Holly. She can't think straight. She's being totally irrational and making terrible decisions. And the thing is, Sarah always thinks she's making the right decisions. She has this blind spot where she thinks her emotions are the same thing as medical facts. Maybe I'm being too harsh. She loves Holly, she's terrified, she's grieving a patient who died a horrible death. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. She's in a really bad headspace right now. But that is exactly why she shouldn't be the doctor on this case. And then we have the loose lips. Oh my god. The loose lips and the terrible bedside manner. This was the moment that really made me want to throw my remote at the TV. Sarah is so worried that she might lose Holly that she is literally standing over Holly's hospital bed, wailing and lamenting to Kayla. Standing right there over the bed, screaming that Holly might die, screaming that she might not be able to save her, that Holly might be doomed. Could Sarah maybe, I don't know, take this conversation out into the hallway? You know, where the patient isn't, where the sick, terrified teenager isn't in earshot. Hearing your doctor, who is also your aunt, screaming about your impending death cannot be good for your recovery. It's just so unprofessional. It's sloppy. It's like a first draft of a doctor. What kind of medical professional does that? So when EJ fires her from DiMera Enterprises Pharmaceuticals, I have to laugh. Because yeah, EJ is firing her, and yes, we all know EJ's real motives are completely evil. He's not firing her because of her bad bedside manner. He's firing her to cover his own tracks. EJ is the one who buried that bad batch of arsenic-laced Coracil pills near the Horton cabin. That's how Holly got sick in the first place, from the water supply. EJ is a monster. He's using Holly's previous pill drama as a smokescreen to fire Sarah and shut down her investigation. But even a broken clock is right twice a day. Firing Sarah right now? Taking her off the board? That makes sense. She is a massive liability. She's running around half-cocked, yelling over patients, diagnosing people based on open textbooks, and ignoring the chief of staff. Who actually believes this is going to end well for her? Nobody. And let's talk about the HR department at University Hospital for a second. Do they even exist? Because Sarah is not only breaking medical protocols, she's also dragging her messy love life right into the middle of this crisis. She's got Brady Black hovering around, acting like a private investigator, and then she's secretly pulling Xander Cook into the mix because she needs his ruthless skills to take down DiMera. So now we have a doctor who is already emotionally compromised by her niece's illness and her previous patient's death, juggling two ex-lovers while trying to play detective. It is a recipe for absolute disaster. If I were Kayla, I wouldn't just be arguing with Sarah about arsenic tests. I would be suspending her. But this is Salem, where you can literally commit a crime and be back at work the next day. Still, seeing EJ DiMera be the one to actually drop the hammer and fire her from the corporate side is just poetic justice. EJ is sitting there, wearing Stefano's ring, fully embracing his villain era, and he just looks at Sarah and says she's done. He doesn't need her help. He uses Holly's pill history as the perfect excuse to get rid of her. And Sarah just walks right into it because she's too blinded by her own ego and panic to see the trap. Honestly, I feel bad for Holly. That poor girl has been through the ringer lately. First the bullying drama with Sophia, then the whole town turning against her, and now she's drinking poisoned water from the Horton cabin because EJ is running a corrupt pharmaceutical empire. And her reward for surviving all of that is having Aunt Sarah screaming over her bed about how she might not make it. Give the girl a break. And honestly, this fits the show's usual style perfectly. They love to push a character to the absolute brink of insanity right before a big sweep. Sarah is spiraling hard, and the more EJ pushes her away, the more she's gonna dig. We already know she's teaming up with Brady to investigate the drug mystery. And she's pulling Xander into it too, which is just gonna make her personal life even messier. Because of course she is. She's torn between the safe guy and the dangerous guy while trying to solve a corporate cover-up. Typical Salem. But you guys, I just can't get over the hospital scenes. It really highlights how this storyline feels a bit different. Usually, the doctors in Salem are miracle workers. They cure death. Doctor. Rolf brings people back from the dead on a Tuesday. But here, they are showing Sarah making actual, grounded, terrible human errors. She's letting her emotions dictate her medical practice. It's messy. It's so messy. And it makes you wonder how she still has a medical license. I just hope Holly survives this. Because if Sarah pumps her full of the wrong meds because she refused to wait for a lab test, I don't think Sarah will ever recover from that. And neither will the fans. We've been watching the show for a while, and we've seen some crazy medical plots, but this one is just frustrating because it's so avoidable. Just step out into the hallway. Sarah, just order the blood test. Let Kayla do her job. Anyway, I'm rambling now. I need to pull myself back on track. The point is, Sarah Horton is a mess right now. EJ DiMera is an evil genius for using her messiness against her. And Holly Jonas is stuck in the middle of it all, literally lying in a hospital bed listening to her aunt plan her funeral. It's top-tier soap opera drama, but it is exhausting to watch. I'm tired, you guys. I've been staring at this screen too long trying to make sense of Sarah's logic, and there just isn't any. Let's just hope Brady and Xander can figure out the arsenic cover-up before Sarah accidentally does EJ's dirty work for him.